Hello everyone, welcome back to Szpakowo for episode 10, I think we're on now. Oh yes, now following on from the previous episode where we did a little bit of fertilising action, we cashed in the contract on field 34, the one back up there, for 500 odd euros, and we bought ourselves a wheelbarrow full of delicious chicken food. Oh yes. So we are heading back to the farm now just to offload this into the chicken pen to get them all fed and happy for another month. And then we've got a little tiny contract to do. The field opposite us, the really tiny small one next to our silo barn thingy, that had a fertilising contract pop up. Let's just open that quick. And yeah, a tiny fertilising contract popped up. It's not worth much of anything. It's like 130 euros or 150 euros, something like that. There we go. Got some lovely food in there for them. They are happy, happy chickens. So the contract popped up, and I thought, you know what? It's right next to us. Let's do it anyway. It's not going to cost much in the way of fertiliser, and we had a little bit left in the old jobby anyway, so let's just park this around here. I'm going to need to make sure to get some more oil at some point as well, just in case we run out of it again, because yeah, that happened as well. Okay, are we still hooked up? We are still attached. Yeah, it's only got a little bit of fertiliser in it, but it should be enough just to get this contract done, I think. So if we have a look here, there it is, yeah, 163 euros for Kamila Janosik, I guess that is. So yeah, let's avoid running over the chooks there and get this thing done quick. It is literally this tiny field over here. And one of the reasons I want to do this contract is, even though this is a very small field, and it's not massively expensive, it is actually one I'm tempted to purchase at some point in the not too distant future. Just run down this side quick. It says we're 10% completed already, but we're probably a bit more than that. There we go. But yeah, it's a very small field, but I think this might be a good, a beneficial one for us to get. Now, it hasn't said we're any further along with the contract yet, so... Oh, there we go. It was such a small field it didn't bother giving us any updates. We just got the one where it said it's finished. Well, yeah, I mean, that works. That works. I'm not going to complain about that. So we'll just park back up in the old shed here, garage. Detach that fertiliser spreader for now. There we go. Just back it up in there. Well, we will need the weight before too long, so... Let me just drop it off to the side. Might as well do it now. In fact, if I look over there and then just reverse up, that should do perfectly. Hop out onto the honey. Come around here. We'll have to take that for sale at some point too. Where do we want to leave this? I think we'll just leave this in here for now. So turn that off. Close the old door. We'll have a quick look at the bees, see if they've got anything new going on. This grass we are going to look to get mowed in the very, very immediate future. Not this month though. I think we're fairly well sorted for everything we're going to do this month. But we are... Oh, shoo, dears. Shoo. Get away from my delicious bee juice. Not delicious bees, but bee juice. Yeah, they are having themselves the best time. So we've got another 186 litres there, plus the 400 down here. That's good. And we should have... The eggs should be nearly done as well. I said... Were you resting on my trailer, dear? Oh, there goes one of them mental chickens again. He's having a having a right old time. Oh dear. We've got over 1,000 pieces of eggs now. Okay, we'll have to see how much those are going to be worth, I think. Let's have a quick look at the old... Oh yes, let's cash that in. 168, lovely. And field 60. No, we're not doing any more fertilising for now. Tempting though it is, we are not going to do any of that. So potatoes, 94. May again is showing us a high. Yeah, I think the yearly pricing calendar is just reorganising itself. So I don't know if that is actually going to be a high month or not. We shall have to wait and see. What are we looking for? Oh, eggs. There we go. 14. Okay, that's November. Yeah, so we'll hang on to those for a little while, I think. Maybe when we get a full pallet, we'll have to sell it. Depends on if we need the money. And honey, that was the other one. Oh, okay. That's actually not terrible. Oh, March was the highest. And 1,100, yeah, so... That's almost worth selling. I mean, we've only got 400 litres, so that'd be about 400 euros. Yeah, I think we'll hang on to it for now. The honey will keep until next year, I think, February sort of time. So we should be good. But, yeah, so I'm going to go and have a bit of a rest. And I think we'll come back in May. That comes after April, doesn't it? Yes. We'll come back in May because we'll have some grass work to do. And also we are going to be spending a little bit of our money, because a few interesting things have been... I've heard some interesting things, and there's a few items I'm looking at purchasing. Upgrades and attachments and bonusy things. So, yeah, let's go ahead and come back again in May. Okay, we are back, and it is May, and we are down at the shop. Oh yes, I've finally figured out exactly what we're actually doing this episode. I had a couple of plans in the works, ideas of things I was going to do, but as always things do change. So what we are doing today is we're going to come up here, and I suppose we should park out of the way slightly. We'll stop there, we'll leave her running just for a minute, because we are going to run into the shop and buy a couple of things to improve our... Well, interesting place for the deer to be hiding. Yeah, we're going to buy a couple of things to help improve our... Hello, friend. To help improve our mowing and silage type situation. So let's have a look in the old shop here at mowers. Let's see. Alrighty, this is the mower that we are going to get. This is the Agromet Famerol Schlupsk, something like that. Or the Famerol Z070. Yeah, that's it there. Yes, so this is a nice little mower. It goes at a decent speed. Not the widest in the world, it's only 1.5 meters, but it's 1,350. For some reason I'm set to dollars again. That should be euros. We'll fix that in a minute. So we've got that, and the second thing is down here in miscellaneous. And it is this, the Kverneland's hay fork, which is a rear-mounted grass type picker-upper. And that is going to hopefully make things a little easier with the collection and removal of grass. So we're going to buy that for the princely sum of 300. Currently still in dollars, but I'll be fixing that right about now. Yep, let's get... I don't know why that changed back, because I think we'd fixed it the last time, didn't we? Oh, wrong one. This one. Right, there we go. I could have sworn we fixed that the last time. But anyway, yes, so we now have a mower and a... not a mower. A fork of sorts. So that is going to mean we don't have to... oops, let me just drive over the mower. That's the smart thing to do, isn't it? Okay, hook that up now. The PTO should attach once it's folded or lifted or something. Yeah, probably once it's unfolded the PTO will attach itself. But yeah, so let's get this back down and start mowing our grass, because it has grown tremendously. Oh, that is a nice little fabric-y wobble on there. That's very nice. Zip out here onto the road. Yeah, so basically what we're doing today is mowing our lawn, our sort of backyard grassy area, and I think we're probably going to do carrots as a next crop, since we've already got a bunch of potatoes. Carrots mostly to sell. It still depends on what we can find that we want to buy, or the other option is to actually plant a crop and then maybe rent a what are those things? I almost called it a lawnmower. It's not a lawnmower. A harvester. Yes. There we go. Yeah. It's hooked up to the PTO, I think. Yeah, there it is up at the top. Yeah, so we could potentially put in a regular crop and just hire or rent a thing, what they called a harvester, and see how that works for us. But first things first, we need to do this. So let's get mowing, shall we? Oh, quite a nice swath coming out the back there, that's good. Mowers are spinning away fantastically under there. This is going to go a little bit slower uphill by the look of it, but downhill should be just fine. We're sort of doing an outer border quick for now, and then we'll cut back in and start doing the insides. Yeah, this is looking quite nice. I think we're going to get a decent amount of grass out of this, and this is definitely a bit faster than it would have been if we'd have used the scythe, I think. Although we still have that for whatever necessary purposes we find later on. Because you never know, we might need a scythe or something. But, just a little bit, back it up. Oh, still missing it, okay. There we go, that's got it. Yeah, I think this is a little bit bigger than... why do I keep missing stuff there? Yeah, who knows? But yeah, this is a little bit bigger than the scythe, obviously. It's not massive, but I think it's going to be a good enough upgrade for us that we are definitely going to be making a little bit more progress with this than if we tried to do it just with the scythe. And the hay fork thing on the back should enable us to pick this up a lot quicker than trying to shovel it into one of the tiny trailers. And I do believe I have, yes. Missed a whole lot back there. Let's just back all the way down and mow it. At least this thing kind of works in reverse. That's sort of handy. But yes, lovely. So that's... oh yeah, I've already done this bit, haven't I? A little bit difficult up here in the shade of all these trees, but I think we've got it. I think we are doing okay. Yeah, back in the sun again, nice and warm. Hopefully we can get this all done before the rain kicks in. I just noticed up there on the weather meter. We shall have to see. Technically it shouldn't take too long now that we can actually go at a decent speed and we have a decent width on the mower. So what I might do here is do a little bit of a jump cut, because this is just mowing. It's just a lot of going around and around and around in circles until we miss other bits. Crikey, I have missed so much on this. What was I doing? Apparently I wasn't mowing the grass very well. That's what I was doing. Any more down here though? There we go, there's another bit. Now since we're down here we might as well just raise it up and do another line straight up the end. Yeah, this isn't exactly the most professional of grass cuttings, but at least it should be a good grass cutting. Yeah, we get a nice amount of grass off of this pack house silage thing there, and that should at the very least pay for these new little bits of equipment that we've got right now, and most likely a bit more too, because I think last time we ended up with what, 3,000 or 4,000 litres of silage, and you see the drums spinning under there. Yeah, last time we did this we got, you know, not a small amount just for the oops, didn't mean to open that. Yeah, just for what we've done before, and this is now a fully fertilised field. So yeah, we should get quite a nice bit of grass off of this. What I am going to do is go straight down here now, and we'll start doing some sort of circles, so to speak, so we can get this done a little bit quicker. But like I say, I don't want to be dwelling on this all episode long, at least not this portion of it. So we'll get this done, and then we'll come back when I'm collecting it up with the old hay scoop thingy, and we'll see how it is starting to look. Alrighty, we are back, and we've got the first load on the hay fork, and I think we're going to do absolutely fantastically well out of this field, because we've barely been up one side of it, so sort of like about not quite half of the perimeter of the field, and we've already got 2,000 litres, so we are going to be packing this jobby in quite full, I think. So let's have a look at the old silo details there. It's not just going to show us, yeah, no, we have to have that open. So what we are going to do is back up to about there, I think, and start tipping in, hopefully. Oh, we have to open it, I think. There we go. Yep, start moving forwards a little bit. And that should offload nicely. There we go, so that's 2,000 litres in there already. I think that nothing spilled out, did it? Yeah, 2,000 litres, lovely. So let's go skewer ourselves on the forks. Yeah, that's a smart thing to do. Okay, let's close that for now. Angle this up a little bit and see if we can't pick up some more. Now this can be a little bit awkward because you have to sort of, it only goes down so far, and then when you tilt it, it actually raises up a bit as well, so we've got to be a little careful, but for the most part it does work quite well. And we just reverse up here and it'll grab what it can. Some of it, I see there, it's missed. It doesn't seem to be perfect, but it is certainly making it a lot easier, I think. I mean, we got 2,000 litres in pretty much no time, I would say. Certainly compared to what it was before. Yeah, there's going to be an amount of clean-up, I think, to do, where we're just missing little bits here and there. And somehow I still managed to miss that little part when I was mowing. Oh, that's so rude. So rude. Yeah, we are, I think, getting to a point where we're not exactly full, but it's going to start pushing it around and spreading it rather than actually lifting it. But it's just a little difficult to see here in the darkness, as it were. Yeah, so you can kind of see it there a bit. What I don't want to do is accidentally start pushing it out onto the neighbours' plots. So I think we'll spin around quick. But yeah, as you can see, we're already another 2,000 litres in, so this is going fairly well. And I have just realised another fatal flaw, we're going downhill. So this might not pick up as well as I would like. Well, I don't know. I think we're doing okay. It's a slow process. And there's a lot of trees involved because we can't see anything at all. Okay, if we just reverse down, it'll pick it up. Come on, collect some more, please. There we go, another 300 litres, 2,000 litres rather. Lovely. Forwards. Yeah, and you can see how little we've actually covered in terms of collecting, and it's already gotten that much in here. So yeah, we are going to have an absolute ton of silage. So yeah, I think what we will do is probably plant half of this again as another crop. Now, depending on the mood, we could, like I was saying earlier, we could do it as a crop. There we go, open that. We could do it as a cereal crop right away. Come on, empty please, thank you. Yeah, we could just go straight ahead with the cereal crop idea and rent a harvester when it's done, because we are spending a lot of money on chicken feed, which generally speaking isn't the world's worst thing to do, but at the same time it is, you know, if we could save that money, that would be nice. I just have to be careful here because it will sometimes start picking the chaff up if I'm not careful. Okay, down we go. Lower that back down while we roll. And let's see about getting some more grass. So yeah, I'll be doing a bit of back and forth here, doing this for a while. Just picking it up and getting as much in as we can. Yeah, it's like it pulls quite a lot out on the left side, but not the rear side quite as much, or the right side rather. I think that's why we're missing some of these little bits. But not to worry, we can go back and get them fairly easily at least. So yeah, I'm going to do this a little bit more, and then we're going to see exactly how much grass we've got in our thing. And I'll have to spend a little bit of time compacting that down as well, which should be immense fun for the whole family. I know, I can tell you're as excited as I am to be driving backwards and forwards on that silage clamp with a tractor with a concrete blob on the back. Lovely, yeah, this is looking very nice indeed. We've run out of it again. That's the only problem with it in the dark here. We can't see exactly where we've been. So we'll swing it around and... there we go. Don't have any rear lights unfortunately, but we'll make the best of it. Smashing. So yeah, I'll carry on with this, grab as much of it as we can. Oh yeah, we're pushing it again there, you can see. So we're getting close. Yep, and I shall see you back once we've got that thing fully loaded and ready to, or possibly potentially somewhat compressed as well. Because yeah, this is the 6,000 litres we're putting in now. Yeah, this will be yet another load. Crumbs, this is going quite nicely, isn't it? I'm not going to lie about that. Okay, make sure we're in the correct gear. Move forwards, fill it up. Lovely. Yep, so I'll get this done and I'll come back and see you all in a little bit. Once again. Alrighty then, we are back. As you can see, we've got quite a nice lot of chaff in here. The grass all turned out very nicely. We are sitting at a very, very nice 16,333 litres. Oh yes, there are quite a few trips back and forth. Well, technically 8 full loads and a little bit of extra. And we are almost fully compacted now, which is brilliant, because we've got a little bit of rain on the horizon. There we go, fully compacted, 100%, let's get off of here. But yeah, as you can see out there now, the entire grass field has been trimmed and picked up and is looking very nice now, so that will regrow. We are at 100%, 16,333, and it is a blanketed. Lovely, that is epic. We may have had a tiny bit of overspill somewhere up at the back end here. Not sure quite where it went, but maybe it didn't go anywhere. I'm not entirely sure, but got a weird lump there, and yeah, all in all, it's worked out pretty good. It's been a good day's worth of mowing. So let's get rid of that now. We are going to need to drop this off, and we're actually going to take our mower with us because we're going on a little adventure. Now, I know we are fairly low on the old money. Let's get this back in as far as we can. Climb over everything. Detach. Lovely. Don't roll over it. Forwards, there we go. Yes, we are going to go on a tiny bit of a mission up to the shop because we need to pick up some more diesel for this thing. And like I say, we are going on a bit of a mission because I've decided to take a punt on doing another contract of sorts. So if we have a look in the contracts, I think I've picked it up already. Yes, we are going to attempt a hay baling contract. Quite why it says it's 80%, I have no idea. That's weird. That shouldn't be reading 80% complete. That's a bit odd, that is. Okay, well we'll go up and have a look at that then. Oh, unless it's because I mowed all this down here, but this isn't that field. Well, that's very peculiar. Okay, well the first thing we're going to do is go up to the shop, grab some diesel. And if I pop up the map quick, that's really weird. Field 14 is this little jobby right up here. Oops. And I haven't done any mowing at all up there. The only stuff that we've mowed was our little field back there. And we did that and put it into the silage clamp. That's literally all I did off camera. I don't know why that's saying that we've done 80% of the contract. I'm very confused. But yeah, okay. Whatever works, I suppose. But yes, I have identified a windrower / tedder combination unit and a baler as well that we are going to get. Hello friend, we are going to collect from you some fuel. I think it's in pallets, yeah. Get one of those. Is that it? Yes, 20 litres of diesel. I think we'll get 2 of them in old green because they're only 20 euros. And that should fill us up quite nicely. Where did they go? There they are. And I can... No, not that one. There we go. Open the bonnet so we can refuel it. Oh, I think I have to turn the tractor off to do this. Okay, let's grab that. Bring it around here. Yep, because it's that's where the fuel tank is. Just in there. Simulated pouring in the fuel. Lovely. Magical dissolving gas cans. Diesel cans. Can't argue with that. And there's the rain. So obviously we're not going to actually get started on this contract right away, but we are going to go and have a look at the field and drop the mower off, and then come back and get the tedder, because I don't think this rain is supposed to last too long. So yeah, we might have to just skip a little bit of time ahead, maybe an hour or two. Hopefully we will be good to start mowing again before it gets too dark. But yeah, I'm mildly perturbed at that contract saying it's 80% done. That's got me worried now. Oh, on the grass a bit. Yes, it's just while we're driving up this road, let's check on the weather. 2 o'clock. Okay, so we might have to pass a little bit of time, but then we should be able to get on with it fairly quick. And it's just a small field. It's not a very big field at all. But I figured we'd give it a try. And in the meantime, while time is passing as well, we can get all the rest of the equipment set up that we are going to need. Oh, it's looking very pretty down here. I imagine there will be harvesting contracts in the not too distant future as well. If only we had a harvester. Yes. It should be up here on the left. Okay, is it this one? Or is it the next one? No, next one. Okay. Okay, yes, this one up here. That doesn't look like it's been mowed. Not at all. Huh, very strange. Well, let's lower the mower. Let it actually finish lowering before I get off. And we'll just leave that there. Yeah, this has not been mowed, so quite why that contract was saying it was complete, or it was 80% complete, I do not know. That's very strange. Yeah, that is perplexing indeed. What I might try doing is loading out and back into the game in a minute, just to see if that clears it up. Because I don't think... yeah, I think I'd actually accepted the contract after I'd finished mowing as well. So I'm not sure. That's very weird, but who knows? So yeah, we're going to pop down to the shop and get the tedder, and I'll see you. Well, I'll see you there in a minute once we've got it all purchased and it's sat outside. Alrighty, this is the windrow that we are going to purchase now, the Addon Z211/2. Now this is a combination tedder / windrower. It's nice and cheap, it doesn't take a lot of power, and it's a 3 meter width, which is nice. But the important thing is it both windrows, teds and rakes windrows. So we are going to be getting a 2-for-1 with this, and it's only €850. Hooray for the correct currency. So we are going to purchase that, which leaves us with 4,713. We are getting quite low on the old money. So yes, there it is. Lovely looking machine. Now the thing that makes this interesting is it's manually operated. Oh crumbs, and I've got to knock that thing out of the way. Okay, well, let's go and hook it up, and yeah, that's the only minor issue with it. It's the sort of drawbar wheel sometimes gets a little sloppy and can sort of flop over and go all in directions that you don't want it to go. But let's connect that. And this is all mechanical, so anything we want to do we have to do from the outside, which is the fun part. We raise and lower it at this handle here. If I pop up the options panel, there we go, we lower the rake like that, and from this side we can adjust the where is it? There we go, the work mode. We've got shaking, which is the tedder function. or we could set it to raking. Obviously that's the windrowing function, and we can then set it back to transport position, which is what it's in right now. Which is what it is in right now. Yeah, those are the correct words. So yeah, let's hop back into our little tractor here and get this over to that peculiar field. Now, I checked the contract again, and it is definitely saying that it's 80% completed already. So I don't know what we're going to do about that, but we shall just go ahead and mow it and ted it and bale it and see what happens. Because, I mean, how bad can it be? I will have to get a trailer up here as well. This is going to be a lot of back and forth for equipment. I do think it's we can actually have the mower and the tedder on at the same time, at least for transportation purposes. Possibly we can use a trailer with the other thing as well. What's the other thing called? The baler. We might be able to attach the baler to a trailer with a rear hitch, possibly. Again, just for transportation purposes. We'll have to see. Depends on what we're going to use for this. Because it also depends on how many bales we get out of it. Because obviously we are not going to be able to use a particularly large baler. Let's just say that. And there is a baler that we can afford. And buying it will unlock a few things for us. In terms of, we could do more baling contracts, obviously not big ones. The reason I picked this one is it is a nice small field, so with any luck it's not going to be too big of a deal. There are a couple of other grass fields around here that we could possibly do contracts on, but we shall see about that once we get to that stage. But for now, what we're going to do is head off and maybe knock on the door, check on the farmer that is here, see if he's here, or her, and have a cup of tea, or some other delicious Polish beverage, and let them know we will get started once the rain has subsided. Alrighty, we are back, and the rain has subsided, and we are now mowing this lovely lawn area. Oops. Don't quite have access to that. Now, the worrying thing is the contract has gone up to like over 80%, which it shouldn't do, because usually it will go up to 80% when you've harvested it, and the rest will be the delivery. So I'm half expecting this to actually complete before we deliver anything, which is going to be very peculiar if it does in fact do that. So we'll see how it goes, and I can show you that in a second too, once we get onto this straight bit, I think. Yes, it's showing there at 88% already. Now, if it goes over to saying it's completed, then, well, okay. Not sure what we can actually do about that. What we may have to do is look at just making a few bales off of this, and taking them as the little bit of overflow that we would get, maybe, and just doing it like that. I'm honestly not sure what is going on, but hey ho, contract problems are always fun, aren't they? Who doesn't enjoy a nice bit of peculiar contract work now and then? Yield wise, this is again looking annoyingly good, considering, yeah, 90% complete there, it's just said. I'll hop off quick. Yeah, we don't have any data on this field really. There's crumbs, I don't know what that mud was all about. Yeah, there's a little bit of data on the field there, but not really anything useful. So I just missed a bit there. Back up and get that. yeah, we'll see what happens. We get to the end of this thing, and yeah, maybe it will complete itself. Tell us it's done. Who knows? I mean, it's already saying we're over 90% done, so I don't know. I'm getting a bit confused by all this. But this little mower is working quite nicely. I do like it. And there you have it. Apparently we have now finished this contract. I'm not sure quite what to say about that, because we've mowed it, but we haven't tedded or baled any of it. I am unsure. Very unsure what is happening. It's like the potatoes all over again. All that fun we had with the spuds. Oh dear. Okay, well I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll finish this up, this little bit of mowing. Get this little line here done. Lovely, we'll turn that off. And then we'll grab the windrower. And windrow a little bit of it, and then we'll go and buy the baler. If we have a check on the contract, yeah, it says it's complete. I don't know what to think of that, in all honesty. It's not supposed to do that. It's supposed to let us mow it first, and then yeah, but for some reason, oh, I need to turn this into let's see, shaker mode, which is, there we are, to the right. So it's going to adjust some wheels, unpeg some things, and do that. And then the jobber is going to ping out somewhere else. And that's where it's done it, hasn't it? Okay. We should be able to get that out from there, I think. This is the sort of one of the few downsides is when it changes mode like that. The attachment thing can go places it's not supposed to go. Okay, well that's good. We've got that attached. So yeah, you see on the top left there in the help window, it is saying unfolding available by approaching the rear wheel of the machine. And it is selected work mode tedder. So if we come to the rear, the wheel here, crank that, it'll lower it down for us, and we can start tedding. Oh yes, there we go. Ted, 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 Ted. Lovely tedding. Now I realise I'm going all over the field with this. It's not perhaps as neat as it could be. And we are going to miss some bits, I think. But we'll get what we can. And, oops, didn't mean to do quite that to it, but oh well. And swing around, please. Lovely. There's probably a method to using these that I am unfamiliar with, but on the bright side it is working quite nicely, so I'm not going to complain about that. We are getting a good spread, as it were. I'm fairly sure that's more than 3 meters as well. That looks a bit more like 4 or 5 meters, at least for the tedding option. And that's okay too. So, you know, we said we'd do the work, so we are going to at least do a portion of the work. I'm not going to do all of it because, like, we're not going to bale all of this, because I think that would be massively unfair. But we will get a few bales off of it. I do want to at least do that much. So, let's see. Okay, that's good. Let's raise this back up again. And we're going to disconnect it and switch it to rowing, wind rowing, hopefully. And that should plonk, yep, there we go, let's plonk that side. So we'll grab that, start towing it back out to the front side of the field, and get started again. Oh, that's reverse gear. I do like this tedder, or this windrower, whatever it is. It's very nice. Okay, so in theory that should waz it off to the left, I'm hoping. Well, let's find out. Let's get it lowered and see what it's going to do for us. Okay, yeah. That's not terrible. Yeah, this is an awful lot of hay right here. There's a little bit of grass mixed into it, but that's fine. So yeah, we'll do once around and then start going up and down and making it into some reasonable sorts of rows, I think. And then you get to see what exciting baler I have planned. I'm sure you can imagine it's going to be quite a fun baler. Oh, it's going to be exciting. Lovely. Very nice. Okay, I'll get this little bit of tedding finished, and I'll see you all probably back down at the shop when we're getting the baler, just so we don't exceed time too much, as it were. Alrighty, we are back at the shop once again. Yes, hello friend, it's us. We are going to purchase our baler, and it is this very tiny, very small Lizard AP46. Yes, it's a whopping £4,000, but we are going to purchase it nonetheless. And that is going to leave us a bit shy on the old cash, but we're going to get some hay bales off of this field, which we will be able to sell, and then we can cash the contract in as well. And what that is going to mean for us, because I have a plan. Of course I have a plan. If we look at the contracts here, and I must resist cashing this one in. Where are we now? We have, yes, we're going to cash that in a bit. But we've also got field 32 and 33, which are just opposite the shop. And then field 46, which is just down the road from our actual farm. So, what I'm thinking of doing is getting all three of those contracts and spending a bit of time actually doing them. I know, that's a bit of a risk, if I'm honest. It's going to be a lot of work to do. Oh, and yes, the other thing I had decided that we are going to do is we are going to, I think we have to cultivate our field back at the farm. I think we have to cultivate it first, and then we are going to seed it with sorghum. And the reason we're going to seed it with sorghum is because our chickens are starting to get expensive. Yeah, they're going to cost at least 600 euros a month in feed. So I'm hoping if we can actually get some sort of crop in the ground, then we'll just have to rent a harvester of some sort. There's some old ones which we could get, but I don't know if we're allowed to rent really old ones. Unless there's a farmer in the area that will rent it to us for some money or something. We shall have to see about that. Maybe there are some residents in the area that we can borrow one off of. Maybe even that chap down at the scrapyard, if he's got that blue one up and working, we could technically maybe rent that off him for a bit of money. We will have to see. But that is going to be a future us problem. For now, we've got some hay to bale. And this little jobby, I'm going to not unfold it. Yeah, we can't change the size of the bales. So we are going to unfold it. And we're going to see how bad this is. Okay, now, I'm not expecting it to get the entirety of this swath, because it is just a small baler. But it is going to be honking these out the back fairly quick. Yeah, that's a lot of hay coming out there. That is quite a lot of bales indeed. They're almost coming out faster than it can keep up with. I want to be careful that it doesn't like explode. Oh, maybe it wasn't quite as many bales as I was expecting. I mean, these... Oh, this is the one that's going to kill it. Go a bit slower over this. Yeah, and we've got, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9... Oh, we've got a counter on the HUD display there. Okay. I think what we'll do is we'll get 12. So one more. I think these are 500 litres apiece. $600 litres? There we go. Okay. And let's unload those. So, oh, it says we've done 14. Okay, that was a bit more than I'd expected. So I'm just going to fold that up now. And we will run this down to field 32. I'm going to go back and get a trailer. That's... yeah, we could probably just use a little trailer for that. And yeah, I'll see you back up here in a second when we're grabbing those bales and get them run down to the sell point. Now, it's not these fields, is it? It's the next ones over. It was by the construction yard. Yeah, there's no way we're going to do those fields back in there. That's going to be far too much. Alrighty, here we go. We've collected all the bales. If I look behind me now, you can see we've got a lovely little bale trailer stacked full of 14 of those little tiny baby bales. And we are off on our way to the dry deck, I think it is. The sell point just, in fact, over there. We can see it from here. So let us head down there and see what kind of cash we can get back for these. And also we do get to cash in the contract now as well. Now, all the rest of that hay that's on there can disappear. That is fine. Wreck. That sell point. I'm not sure why I was thinking dry deck. I'm not even sure what that is. But yeah, we'll run them in there and sell them quick. And in fact, I think we can cash the contract in now, because it doesn't require any deliveries made. So yeah, might as well collect it. So we got another $2,500 off of that. That's fantastic. Is this stuff withered? Oh no, it's great. Oh, it's just early stage wheat. Okay. I was going to say, it looked a bit not the usual colour, but it's not grey enough for withered, I suppose. It's just early stage wheat. Yes, so we'll get this done here. And I'm thinking this trailer might be a good one to use for the other contracts as well. Not 100% sure, we might need a bigger one. But let's see what we get for our delicious hay. The sell point is in between these ones here, I believe. We may need to unstrap it before it starts selling. There, oh crikey, that sold quickly. Hey, another €500. Well then, that's not bad at all, is it? So we are now in a pretty good stead again for money. We will have to buy some more wheat for, yeah, something for the chickens. We'll get some more wheat and, or chicken feed, whatever it is. Whatever comes in the bag we'll buy more of. And, yeah, then we'll, we need to get on with those. In fact, let's accept those other 2 contracts. What was it, 32 and 33. And I think we'll grab 46 as well. Why not? Now, next episode we are going to be forging on with our own field. I have decided we're going to do sorghum. I think I said that earlier. We're definitely going to do the sorghum, get that going. I think we can feed that to pigs as well. That's one of their main crops. I think it's like sorghum. I'm not sure which one the sorghum is. I think that counts as the grain part of their diet, not the protein. But I'm not 100% sure. Because I know it's probably going to be something like wheat, barley, sorghum, corn, potatoes, root crops, and then like something else is protein, like soybean, canola, sunflower seeds, something like that. It's an odd mix with pigs, and I can never remember exactly what it is. Of course, at some point we'll get a pig food mixer as well, and mix up some delicious grub for them. But for now, that is going to be the end of this episode, so I shall bid you all farewell. And hopefully we'll see you again next time. Yeah, this is the grass field on the left here. That's field 46. So we'll be mowing that one and the other ones later on, next episode probably. But yes, I do hope you've enjoyed whatever this was. And if you have, do please hit the old like button there and subscribe too if you have not yet already. That would be most appreciated. And comments are always welcomed. And if you would like to share this video, that would be greatly appreciated. And with that, I shall bid you all farewell. Cheerio, everyone.